Hi, so today we're going to talk about how cognitivism has shaped the current education landscape. So, we have to define what is cognitivism, and it is anything between thinking, knowing, memory, and problem solving. It's also about our theories of how the world works. Cognitive reasoning, cognitive reasoning develops at birth and changes from infancy to adulthood. Where did cognitivism come from? So cognitive, so cognitivism, Cognitivism gained traction in the 1950s, and it was a response to behaviorism. Three major proponents are Chomsky, John Piaget, and Jerome Bruner. So another aspect of cognitivism, well, a big aspect, is schemas and how we develop these schemas. So the schema theory is a mental representation of something previously known, which could be like actions, events, and perspectives, the building blocks of knowledge. So an example of this is when a baby sees a horse for the first time, and the horse is just by itself, nobody's on it, and the baby pets the horse maybe. So an example of this is when a baby sees a horse for the first time and the horse is just sitting there, not running or anything. And then the next time the baby sees a horse, someone's riding the horse. So we begin to take these two different experiences and put them into one category, a schema. And under this like umbrella of the schema, we start to connect the dots that, okay, this horse that's solitary and this horse that's been ridden is the same thing. It's a horse. So, how did cognitivism shape schools? Cognitivism allows educators to change existing schemas if they're wrong. Cognitivism allows educators to change existing schemas if they're wrong. We can also introduce new aspects and redefine things students think they know about. And when we introduce new aspects, educators can use background knowledge the students have to help learn the topic better with the existing information and the new information. What role does past experience play in the new way stimuli are recorded and retrieved? So this is how information is processed, received, and organized into existing schemas, and we can integrate this existing and new information. Another aspect of cognitivism is the Gestalt theory, which states that perceptions are entirely dependent upon the whole and not the individual parts. So all of our understanding is built upon whole objects, events, and not their small parts. So when we talked about the horse, it's not just, okay, these are the same thing. We build upon the experiences we have to understand it. Equilibrium is the state in which our minds exist before we learn something new. John Piaget called this adaptation. Is cognitivism still valuable as a learning theory? According to learningtheories.com, people are not programmed animals that only respond to environmental stimuli. People are rational beings that require active participation in order to learn. Changes in behavior are observed, but not only an indication of what is occurring in the learner's head. Cognitivism uses the metaphor of the mind as computer. The information comes in, is being processed, and leads to certain outcomes. This is very true, especially for educators, to understand that we should be actively participating in our learning, and that everything we know or we think we know is not always going to stay the same. Our knowledge is continuously adapting and evolving as more time goes on. Okay, well, that's all I have for today. So thanks for watching. Bye.